McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here we go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once again, they run with Mixon. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing, our score after 1.
Here we go. 11 MT, take.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first.
Touchdown! Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll go for it. Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Mixon on the toss right. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They toss to Mixon. And a short gain here down to the 22.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Mixon running wide side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. An extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here we go on fourth down with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Tua going to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Mostert. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Now Tua. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3.
Striker, 3-3, 52 blaster.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Mostert. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Going to the air, Tagovailoa feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, he's got him in. Complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone.
Here we go.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Escaping the pressure right. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Burrow once again here on second and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge out to the field, fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Second down, Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. A bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Mixon with a first down carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And room there to work it inside the 25. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throw it, it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Burrow. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. To throw, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. TYREEK Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Bengals 19. Jason Sanders, the kickoff.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in there.
Oh, and this is going to wind up with safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On 1, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Brandon Jones picking it off. But Charles, a lot of happy faces.